What is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? We have got another great video lined up today. For weeks, people have been asking in the comments, Tim, what is your ICP price prediction? And, you know, I got tired of it just seeing it over and over and over. And so we're going to go ahead and get back into some series that we did months ago where we're taking some tokens and we're giving you top of bull market price predictions. And today, according to popular demand, we're going to be doing ICP. Now, ICP is a token right here that I used to not necessarily like that much. However, more recent updates of my, first of all, education, and also just hearing about it more and watching how the token's moving, I am bullish on ICP. I do believe that we're going to have a nice bull market for that price action. I'll tell you about where we get to. In terms of will we hit a new all-time high, where are we going to go? However, this video is not going to be educating you on the tech of ICP. If you want to learn more about it, go to internetcomputer.org. You'll get this website. You can learn everything and more that you want to learn. This one is about the charts and where will we get to with ICP. Now, before we go too far into this, I want you guys to know we are not going to hit a new all-time high with ICP. If we hit a new all-time high with ICP in terms of price per coin, I don't know. I don't even know what I would do. I'd lose a lot of my, the common expression, lose my poop. Try not to cuss too much on the channel. In fact, I don't think I ever have. Fact check me on that one. The reason why is because if you're on this Binance chart, you guys can see back in the launch during May of 2021, or at least when it got launched on Binance, the price per token was $3,100 and $31.80. Let's just take a quick look here, guys. And impossible is the wrong word, but improbable foots the bill. I do not believe that we're going to be seeing a 25,000% increase in ICP price. That would be a 256x. I don't think that's happening, guys. Don't think it's happening. Let me explain why that is, though, for anyone who might be new. Ultimately, this is a token that has been inflating. The only thing I still have some questions about with ICP is I don't love when a coin has a max supply of infinity, right? So that's the little infinity symbol right there. That means, theoretically speaking, there's no top of the coin that can be produced. They can just keep printing and printing and printing and printing. And you might be wondering, Tim, why is that bad? Well, look at the US dollar. The US dollar has an infinity next to max supply as well, and we know how that's working out. I don't want to hold that completely against ICP because this still is a token that works within the decentralized ecosystem to make sure that people get to decide bigger things together. But it is just one red flag. Like, this is a reason why ICP will never get an A+ ranking from me in terms of investment. Until this gets a max supply number, it's just impossible. You cannot have an A+ on a coin that has an infinite supply. That being said, I do believe after further looking into the details of the coin, I think that the tokenomics are acceptable, and I do believe that you can make some money investing into ICP. Now, before we go too much further, let's go back and make sure you guys understand what's going to happen in this video. We're giving a price prediction for the top of the bull market. And the rules are very, very simple. You will always know the price of a coin if you can pinpoint where the market cap is going to be and where the supply is going to be. That is the challenge that I've spent some time researching, and I'm going to be telling you guys my personal opinion on where those levels will be. You got to stick with me. This is an if-then statement. A lot of things could change between now and the top of the bull market, but if everything goes the way I'm looking at it currently, we should see ICP get to the levels that I'm predicting. Let's start off with a couple of things, though, that we did find in the research. ICP is one of the hardest coins when it comes to supply to track. It's not one that really makes its inflation rate known, although on average, we're watching how it prints. The most recent year, we saw a 3.5% inflation. There's been years where it's been 10%, then 5%, but we are seeing the numbers go down in the inflation. This is a positive sign. It means that they are slowing down printing out new tokens day in and day out. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to continue to stick with the concept of saying for about every year, we're going to see 3.5% inflation on ICP. Now, what that means is you come over here to the total supply. Currently, the circulating supply is sitting around 461 million ICP Quick math, if we're looking at the top of the bull market being sometime about a year and a half from now, let's call it 18 months, that would put the market cap, or sorry, put the supply all the way up to about 485 million tokens. So that's a big if-then statement we're starting right there with. The assumption is the inflation will stay somewhat consistent and we'll see 485 million tokens when we're talking about an all-time high. Could be a little higher than that, could be a little lower than that. Let me know in the comments if you have a different number that you want to plug into this equation. But that's the first thing we have to know. The assumption is around the time we should be hitting a high, the amount of tokens in ICP should be sitting somewhere around 485 million. Now it is time to talk about, well, what about the market cap? Currently, we have a market cap sitting at about $5.6 billion, all right? The ICP currently is ranked number 23 on CoinMarketCap. However, I think there's a chance it could climb a little higher. But the question is, does it climb somewhere to about 20 by the time it's all said and done? Does it get maybe as high as 15? If it goes higher, we could even go, higher than this. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to assume, A, the supply is going to be around 485 million tokens. 485 million. And I'm going to assume that ICP will, at its lowest, be somewhere around coin number 20, and at the highest, it be somewhere around coin number 15. Why is that important? Well, because this token did not have a long history, because it didn't have a full bear and bull market before the 2021 bull market and 2022 to 2023 bear market, I've got to go back and look at other projects and see how other things were working back in 2021 to see if I can maybe get some sort of understanding of how much dominance we could potentially have in the spaces between 20 to 15%. And to do that, we got to take a look at the history of CoinMarketCap. This is another cool feature you get in CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look at coin number 20, Chainlink. Chainlink, at the top of the bull market, this is back in November, late November 2021, when most projects were hitting their all-time high or close to it, was sitting at about $11.5 billion market cap. All right. Put this in perspective, the total market cap at the time was sitting at $3 trillion. So we're looking at about 0.004% dominance. So 0.4% dominance at that number 20 spot. When you go up to 15, we have wrapped Bitcoin sitting here. It had a market cap dominance, or sorry, I think I put for this one 14. I went to 14, I went to 19. It was Crow, $19 billion market cap. We're going to actually be a little generous here. We're going to go up to 14 for the sake of the video. I like 19 better than 14. $19 billion, according to the dominance, would put the dominance a little closer to 0.006% dominance, or 0.6% dominance. So there's a little range there. But ultimately, what I'm looking for is for ICP to make it somewhere between 0.4% dominance of the total market cap to somewhere around 0.6% dominance. Now, again, this is just one way of doing it. This could shift a lot, this market, but I'm using last bull market's area of dominance of these rankings to say it might be realistic to see the same percentages come in the slot once again. So what does this mean for ICP? Well, this gives us a pretty wide range of price action, but it does not put us back to all-time high. Simple mathematics here. If we now know the supply is going to be 485 million, and we know that the dominance is going to be somewhere between 0.4% to 0.6% of the total market cap, where's the total market cap of crypto going to be? You guys can see there's a lot of moving parts here, but I'm going to stick with the same number I've been using for my other price predictions. I have heavy belief that we're going to see the total crypto market cap be somewhere in the region of $11 trillion, all right? So a lot of this still rests upon, do we get to $11 trillion? That's another one. Leave your comments down below. Are you thinking higher than that? Do you think we get maybe closer to $20 trillion? Do you think that's too high and maybe closer to $6 trillion? I'm sticking with $11 trillion. Feel free to input whatever you want. But if we're going to get $11 trillion market cap in crypto, and we're going to see ICP take up 0.4 to 0.6% dominance, that gives us a price range, ladies and gentlemen, of somewhere between $90 to $143. 0.4% dominance of an $11 trillion market cap gives us a price prediction of $90. Let's take a look at those ranges. It's a pretty wide range at this point. Let's go ahead and put some different levels here. $90 is our shorter range. Let's go right in here. And then our other one, 143. But you guys can see here, I told you early on, I wasn't, BSing you. This is not anywhere close to these higher levels, but that's also because we just have a lot more tokens in circulation. Don't be too concerned about that. Now, what does this mean, though? If we're looking at this range, what does this mean? If you were to buy ICP at this very moment, how much of a return should you be expecting? Well, if we only get to $90, we're talking about roughly a 7x, 7.5x, 648%. Not too bad. There are tokens out there that I think could get a little higher than that, but not too bad. If we're right about maybe it cracking into the top 15, maybe getting to number 14, pushing closer towards 10, we're talking about up to 143, in which case now we're talking about an 11x on ICP. But the truth is, as much as I like ICP, and I do plan on holding it in my portfolio, I don't think it's going to be a top mover. I think there's other coins that still have over 10x's as the more bearish side, up to 15 to 20x, still even within the top 20. But let me know in the comments what you think. That's my ICP prediction for today, and I just realized I did not show you any of that, and I do apologize, guys. I very much apologize. Charts right here, you guys can see 1,000% to our 143, and we have a 600 and something percent, so that'd be a 7x up there to 93. Let me know if you have a different price prediction for ICP down in the comments below. Guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. I'll see you later today for our live show. Adios.